Yo, what's going on, guys? In this video, we're going to be doing Armageddon from HackTheBox. This box rated well solid easy, and yeah, hope you guys enjoy. Alright, so I'm going to start with ping the IP address, so we'll do ping -C for the count, and we'll do the count for 3. Doing this, it does seem like we do get a response back, so I'm going to start by doing Control-Shift-Z and run an mmap scan. So I'll do mmap -SC for default scripts, -SB for numeration, we'll scan all ports on the IP. I'm going to do -V for verbose. I already did run an mmap scan, so I'm more into output.txt. We do have port 22 open for SSH, port 80 for HTTP. We also do have this running Drupal 7. If you did want to find the exact version of Drupal 7, you can actually go to the changelog.txt, right, to find the exact version. We'll start by visiting the IP address. Doing this, I'm going to just try admin, or admin pass, or admin password, right? And it doesn't seem like we do anything, right? So I'm going to start by running a GoBuster. So I'll do GoBuster dir mode -u HTTP. I'll do -w for user share word list. Let me zoom out. So user share word list, dirbuster / directory list 2.3 medium.txt. We'll do extensions as HTML, TXT, and also PHP. Here we do get an index.php, MISC, themes, and modules. Since this is running Drupal, we're going to run a tool called DrupScan. Here we can specify scan, and we'll specify Drupal -u HTTP. We can specify the IP address, and we can let the modules run, right? So basically all Drupal is doing is going to the changelog.txt, and it's going to find the version, right? You could also do that manually by visiting changelog.txt. So I'm just going to copy this and go to the changelog.txt. Looking up here, you do see that this is running Drupal 7.5.6, right? So I'm just going to copy this, Drupal 7.5.6. I'm just going to search up GitHub exploit Drupal 7.5.6. So I'm going to git clone the repository. It is telling us we can specify -C for the command and also specify a target. So I'm just going to git clone this repository. So I'm going to split my terminals here. So we'll git clone this. We'll cd into CVE, clear this. We'll make this into executable. So we'll do chmod +x for Drupal 600.py. We'll do Python 3 for Drupal 7600.py. We'll specify the IP address 10.10.10.233. By default, it's going to run the ID command. So you do see that we are the group ID of Apache, right? So I'm going to do -C. I'm going to check my current working directory. And we are under var www.html. Okay, looking at this DrupScan, you do see that we do have the possible versions, which is 7.5.6. And you just see that I found the changelog.txt, right? Which is 7.5.6. So that's where DrupScan, well, if you ever want to know where DrupScan is getting the version, it's all within the changelog.txt. Doing this, we can't really, under here, we can't really get any, get a reverse shell back using this tool. So we're going to be using Metasploit, right? So I'm going to clear this. I'm going to start up MSF console. I really don't like using Metasploit, but this gets us the shell. So I'm going to do search. We'll just do Drupal. We'll use this one. So we'll just do use. We'll show options. We'll set the rhost to 10.10.10.233. And then we'll set our host, right, to our HackTheBox IP. So I'm just going to run. Doing this, we do get a interpreter session when opened, and we're just wait for the interpreter spawn, right? Since we do have a interpreter, I'm going to type in shell, and this drops us into the shell, right? I'm going to clear this. We can't, so I'm just going to export term, is equal to xterm, and we should be able to clear this now, right? We're going to start by spawning a T2Y shell. So I'm just going to copy this. We'll run this in bin/bash. I'll also run this in Python 3. And it does show that we are out of P2Y devices, right? Usually when this happens, we can't spawn a T2Y, but we're just going to execute our commands using without a T2Y, right? So to look for passwords, we're going to go under sites. We'll go under default. We'll cat the settings .php. We'll also grab -i for pass, and we'll do the same thing with users, right? So we'll grab -i for users, or we can cat settings, maybe settings.php grab, or we can grab -i for just user. So we'll do user, and we do get a username as Drupal user for the MySQL database, and we also do have a password for the MySQL database, right? Since we are not, or to use MySQL, like to use the tool, you need to be in a proper TTY, which is a terminal. Since we don't have that, we're just going to do this in a one-liner. So we'll do MySQL -u. We did have the user as Drupal user. We'll do -p, and we'll specify the password. So we'll do -p. Make sure, usually when there's a space in between here, you're just telling MySQL to ask you for the password. If this is together, then if -p is together next to the password, this is just going to run in a one whole string, right? We'll do -d for the database. So we'll just do capital D for the database. We want to go into the Drupal database. We want to do -e to execute. To execute a command, we want to actually just go select from the users table, right? So we'll select star from, I believe it was users, and we'll close this out in quotation marks, right? So we can press enter on this, and we do get a hash as Bruce the real admin. I'm gonna run like an alice -la on home, and it does seem like we don't know if this is the value user, right? Which is Bruce the real admin. So we'll just put this into a hashes. So we'll vi into hash.txt. We'll put that in there. We'll like quit. So we'll do alice -la. We'll just go into John minus word list. We're going to be using Rocku to crack this. We'll use user share word list Rocku.txt and specify hash.txt. And we do get a password as boo-boo. So I'm going to SSH into, I believe this was Bruce the real admin, at 10.10.10.233. And we also do have a password as boo-boo. And we do get a long successful, right? I'm going to check our IDs. Doesn't seem like we do have any Docker or Alex C. So I'm going to do sudo -l. And it does seem like we can run snap, right? So here we can just copy the path, user bin snap. We'll just do prevesc. Yeah, we'll just type in prevesc. We'll just type in snap prevesc. Right here, we're going to click on this one. We're going to play with dirty sock. So here, you do see that this is base 64 encoded. Let's try to copy the Trojan snap and actually see what this is actually doing instead of just running this. So I'm going to go to cyber, I believe it was cyber chef, and go to, let's see, from base 64. Okay, so here you do see that this is going to add a user as dirty sock. I'm guessing this hash is the same password for dirty sock. It is running a bin/sh, and it's also putting the user dirty sock to execute all commands. Just basically you're going to give this privileges to run sudo, right? And it's going to output this, not overwrite, but put it into the /etc sudos. And this is all snap details, right? Since we do have that, we do have Python. We're just going to copy this. And we'll output this to a snap, right? So we'll go under /temp. You do see that we do have this, which is going to base, it's going to base 64, decode this. And we'll just put this into like install.snap, right? Since we do have our install.snap, let's look back here. You do see that we can, this is the same output that we did using decoding it, which we did see on CyberChef. So we'll do sudo -l. We'll run user bin snap. So I'm going to do sudo, we'll do -u. We're going to execute this as root user bin snap. And we'll just copy this. We are under this asterisk means it's going to execute the snap under our directory. We are under temp, so that's why it's going to execute the install.snap, right? Here we're going to use minus dev mode. The reason we're using minus dev mode is because it runs the snap without using the security policies, right? Running this without security policies is going to give us a shell, right? Or add our user for dirty sock, right? We knew that this was boo-boo. User, it doesn't seem like we can run this. Maybe we'll just sudo. So we have user bin snap. We'll specify. Let's run this again. So we'll do sudo -l. We'll do sudo -u for root. We do want to run user bin snap install. Let's do minus dev mode. And we do have install.snap. It does seem like this was installed, so I'm gonna do sudo or switch users to dirty sock. We didn't know that the user is, or the password is the same as dirty sock. We'll do sudo -l. Enter the password again, and you do see that we do have privileges to run all, right? So I'm gonna do sudo switch users, and now we are under root, so we can check our IDs. Go into root, ls, and we can cat our root.txt. Well guys, that's pretty much in the video. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Peace.